Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey. Let's talk about these house potatoes of Potomac. The Real Housewives of Potomac season 5 opener started yesterday. Now, mind you, yesterday was my first time going out. I went to dinner with some friends for a girlfriend of mine who just received her bachelor's degree. And so it was my first time being out of the house since March, mid March, like out amongst people. And so I wasn't even ready for the Real Housewives of Potomac season 5 opener at all. I mean, but I had an absolutely fabulous time at dinner. It took everything in me not to wear every single solitary piece of jewelry that I owned, honey. I was giving you full on. Like, I just had to calm myself down. Like, I wanted to wear a crown. I wanted to wear like 6 pair of earrings. Like, I was so excited to be going out amongst people, like socializing. Like, I love to eat out, right? So it was great. I mean, I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. Anyway, girl, with the mask on. But let's talk about these Real Housewives of Potatoes. I could see why they saved it. I could see why they pushed it back to August because I don't think they could have carried the summer. I don't think they could have carried the full summer. They needed to save it for the fall. Like, this season opener was just not at all great. Now, we're just going to run through this real quick because they actually did 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2. Must have did it back to back, as far as I know. It was just two episodes out there on demand, so that's what we're going to talk about. But we're going to talk about them separately. This episode is about season 5, episode 1, Old Testament, New Revelation, which I guess is supposed to be this whole play on the fact that Giselle and Jamal Bryant are supposed to be back together again. Okay, so that's what we're going to go with. Mind you, just like every other freaking relationship that she has had on this show, we not getting no information. We're not gonna get the details of it, okay? It's the perfect setup. Like, he's supposed to be like this mega super global international pastor and all of this stuff. And but we not supposed to talk about the fact that they bumping uglies. You know what I'm saying? They connect in the pause. Like, we're not supposed to talk about that. We're not supposed to talk about the fact that her daughters really don't want them together. Like, they cool with their daddy long as he over there. But for the most part, them daughters not feeling them. And them daughters not trying to feel this relationship. Like, they not co-signing on whatever this storyline is that Giselle is doing. Okay, so Giselle's house is still under renovation. We don't really get to fully see it. Like, we see some rooms that are decorated, but we don't get to see the finished work. I don't know if it's out there online somewhere, but this is Giselle. And we see this awkward moment where she was like, "Oh, well, your dad wants to know how your first day was." I don't know if she mean first day back at school, first day in the house, first day what is we talking about? But Giselle's daughters do not play the radio. Like, they not giving no type of face. They just like dry. Like, don't ask me. You don't want to know what my thoughts are. So they FaceTime their daddy and they are just as dry. They just like, "Oh, this what we doing? You insist on forcing this. You insist on forcing this on us. Okay, that's fine. We don't have to participate, right?" So they said like, "Oh, they don't want to hurt her," but I just feel like they didn't sign up for this. Just like they ain't signed up to have their name on Arizona's, this restaurant that's a stone's throw from my house. First of all, the restaurant had a 21 score, a score of 21 from the health inspector, and was shut down anyway. okay, when y'all purchased the property. So y'all probably got it for the low, and then you rolled it up into the coronavirus. Now the whole facility shut down. That was one of the best places to go get steak or salmon. They spinach dip was amazing. The Parmesan grits was out of this world. And every Friday they used to have a live band that would play outside, and you could park your car in the parking lot after you have dinner, like just sit and chill and listen to music like on a Friday. Like for singles, it was everything. It's all completely ruined now. All completely ruined. Like, anyway, that was just a little diatribe for me. And is it me, or does Giselle always dress like a Mardi Gras float? She always looks like a Mardi Gras float. Like them bedazzled hats and them studded outfits. Like that pantsuit she wore to Candace party. I was like, ugh. It was so The Woman Within. Y'all know the magazine. Y'all know the church lady magazines the women used to get. I can't think of some of the names of them, but it used to be like Evolution or that type of thing. Anyway, all the outfits in there are just like color coordinated, like red shoes, red skirt. Right? She's like the worst style. She's got the worst style, but it's very Mardi Gras. Like. We get to see Monique. Monique is listen, Monique is a girl after my own heart. Like the type of energy and attention to detail that Monique has, that's within my wheelhouse. Like I am a person that does a lot of things well, and that's not to toot my own horn. It's just that a lot of stuff that people consider to be too much work, too much trouble. I personally I don't feel like it's any trouble at all. Like I don't feel like it's work. The old people used to say I count it all joy, right? The fact that she has a little bird and she taking that little bird with her and she got a cage, like that would be me. That is me. I love animals. And I go the extra mile for any and everybody that I love, anything and anyone that I love, right? So I get the fact that she loves that little bird. Them little babies, I want to tell you, them little babies, if she try to say she never knew Chris, she's a lie, because every last one of them children got his face. Every last one of them. They got her complexion, but every last one of them look like a little Chris. Okay, he signed each and every one of them babies. I love the fact that her baby is in diapers and she potty training him. I could totally see that it's something that I would do. And anything that people be like, girl, that's too much work, that's too much trouble, I'm here for. Like I would never give my guests plastic ware. I would never give them a plastic cup with juice. I always give people real glasses, real silverware, real, if they're company. Now, what I drink out of sitting in the middle of my bed, binge watching Netflix is a whole nother thing. But if you come to my house, darling, you're getting a real saucer, a real fork, and a real glass. And that's what it is. All right? It ain't too much trouble. I'm here for Monique. I'm here for it. I'm tired of all them little bitty teeny tiny shorts she be wearing, but I'm here for Monique's personality as a whole. Right now, full on Team Monique. Let's talk about Karen. Karen, honey, we have got to find you somebody that can get these wigs together. We have just got to. I know that we can. I know that they don't have the phone book anymore. But girl, maybe we can go through and look at some people on Instagram, like who can really get these wigs together for you, because these wigs are awful. All them little flyaways that Karen had, I was like, Karen, what is you doing? You're supposed to be the grand dame, B. Come on now. It's no excuse for her wigs to be raggedy like this. No excuse. Like, I just don't like it. And them dark, dry looking roots, like they look so dusty, them roots. Like, where's your moisturization? Baby, when Wendy came through, Wendy's part was moisturized, baby, and she had that concealer on that part, baby. She was giving you invisible lace. Okay. But evidently her and Ray having trouble. From the first episode to the second episode of season 5, I can tell that Ray, has had it. Now, I don't know if it's because she tried to divest herself from this whole tax situation, because she did a lot, during that season where they was going through the whole tax situation, where she was like, oh, my money is separate from his money. I don't know if that's what it was, but he is so dry with her now. And I'm talking about, when I tell you crickets, when she was like, you will not say them 3 words to me, and he was like, I was like, girl, you need to wrap this show up. You need to wrap this show up. You need to wrap this relationship up. And let me tell you why. Because as he goes on and on and on into his age, he not gonna have that filter. And you don't want him busting you out on camera, girl. You don't want him busting you out on camera. So that's gonna be Karen's storyline. Giselle got Jamal. I really think the girls' faces told the whole story on that. Candace is so pathetic. Candace is so friggin' pathetic. Like, y'all still don't have no money. Like, girl, get yourself a job outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What is you doing? Like, get yourself a job. Like, you keep waiting for somebody to come by with a checkbook and just sign it and give you a blank check. You trying to have a 1-year anniversary party for all of these people. Why didn't you just, and then we find out second episode, y'all ain't even had y'all honeymoon yet, right? Why didn't you just have a nice dinner party with close family and friends? Like, why did you need to have a diamonds and denim party? Why? She wanted to spend like $5,000. Like, $5,000? $5,000? Girl, this ain't no milestone. This just your first. Y'all could have really had like a little outdoor setting, like a little gathering at the park, like a run-a-thon or something. I don't know. This is what y'all trying to do here. I didn't see no point in it. She just always looks like she's trying so hard. Anyway, they had this party, and this is the whole thing. Candace is the villain for season 5. Now, she was also the villain for season 4, but more people were on board with Candace because Ashley has always been a real jerk, and especially since her husband is messy, right? So we're gonna go back to Candace and the party, but let's just catch up with all the girls. Ashley got 2 little old men in her house, and frankly, for me, I find it hard to look at her son. I just find it hard to look at him because he looks so much like his daddy. Anyway, like I said, Ashley got living with 2 little old men, but only one of them want her boobs. She's got this whole storyline where she's like nervous new mom, and she's kind of postpartum, and she's nervous, and she want to protect the baby from the world, and with the spiders crawling his ears, and y'all know I can't relate because I don't have children. But that's Ashley. Robin still got this really awkward, corny relationship with Juan, where she made it seem like at the reunion that he decided he wanted to marry her and got down on one knee and proposed. And I don't know, it's really kind of coming across a little bit like she gave him an ultimatum, like, we need to buy a new house because this family is outgrown this townhome and we need a bigger space. But I'm not gonna get in that bigger space until you marry me. And he was like, oh, okay, so let's get married. She was like, oh, you gonna make me cry? Really? What he said was no different than pass the salt. You got any milk? Can I have another cup of coffee? Like, they are so lackluster and boring. And Robin is lackluster and boring. I do think we can do better. Robin do have some good quips, and she do have some good shade. But without Giselle, she wouldn't have any of that because she is literally boring. Like, she is boring. She everywhere she goes, she dressed like PTA mom. Like, I'm over Robin. We could do without Robin actually. And then we get to meet Wendy. Wendy is from Nigeria. I don't know if her husband plays a sport. I think Wendy is has her own in her own right. She's a professor, a political commentator. She's a mom of 3. She's got a really cute husband. She's a pretty girl. She's outspoken. So we're excited to meet Wendy. Now, the big function for the night where all the ladies kind of can come together, everybody except Ashley, because it was Candace's first year anniversary party. So she didn't invite Ashley because she was so busy being nasty now. So everybody is, when we first met Candace, we felt like, okay, Candace is cute and she's a brown skinned girl. And then after we got to know her a little bit more, we were like, oh, Candace can read. But apparently, Candace can read, but she is vicious AF. She is vicious. I've seen some of her tweets. If y'all watch Beautiful Soul been following the gossip between Monique and Candace. And the husbands and all of that. So y'all check Beautiful Soul Speaks Out and check out her celebrity commentary on that whole mess that went down between Monique and Candace. Well, all the tweets is there, darling. All the tweets is there, and she is vicious. Showed us where Candace, Ashley was in the hospital giving birth to her little husband. And Candace online tweeting something about calling her a roach. Like, I was like, girl, she must know that these ladies are like above. I don't know about Robin, and I definitely wouldn't say the same thing about Monique. But she don't live in a place where somebody would knock on her door, because all of this stuff that she doing, she wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? If she was in a place where somebody could roll up on her real cool smooth, or somebody was willing to roll up on her real cool smooth. So anyway, she didn't invite Ashley because she felt like Ashley, her and Ashley wasn't in a good place. She may even slightly felt like Ashley owed her something. Anyway, so she had this party, and a lot of people come. Charisse is there. Charisse is from like season 1 to season 3, 2, something like that. And every time Charisse show up, it's some bullshit. Every time Charisse shows up, it is some bullshit. Like, she is always, for somebody who had such a messy marriage and despicable divorce. Like, her divorce, from what I understand, even if it's even final yet, was brutal. You're always out here wagging your tongue about somebody else. Now, Charisse and Monique don't get along because Charisse been spreading real nasty rumors about Monique, and Monique don't even want to talk about it. Like, she don't even want to talk about it. And then she said that I knew it was something that could really hurt her marriage, and Monique is not doing that with y'all. Chris and them kids is everything to her. She is not doing that with y'all. True, not true, don't matter. She ain't playing the radio with y'all when it comes to breaking up her relationship with her husband. And that's just what it is. And if you ever heard Monique talk about how her and Chris was in college, you know Monique has always been a very focused and very driven individual. Right? Like, Charisse and that bullshit is not finna come in between her, so she don't really want to talk about it. So we don't know what's going on first episode, but we do see Candace floating around in this bejeweled dress. Diamonds and denim is the theme, and she's got some denim knee length or thigh high boots on with open toe, whatever. And in the confessional, she looks so draggy. That braid, that red dress is fine, but that red hair and all of that hair and braided in the front, it's so draggy to me. That contouring on her nose, like, it is so drag. Anyway, it's this weird thing. Like, her and Chris always seem weird. It seems like you know what she seems like to me? Candace always kind of seems like the bride on top of the wedding cake. You ever see the brides on top of the wedding cake? They're just like, ding. And it's like insert groom, prop the groom next to him, and we're just gonna stand here and look perfect and look perfect and look perfect and look perfect, right? She ain't got a pot to piss in or the window to throw it out of, okay? She robbing Peter to pay Paul. Girl, get you a job. Get you a job so you can afford some of these luxuries. And quit waiting on somebody to tell you what your budget is. Quit waiting on somebody to write you a check, girl. Her mama come in dressed like first lady at the 15th church anniversary. It's ridiculous. And her mama still got ugly ways, and her makeup still ain't great. Candace is always trying to have a moment. I was waiting for her to sing. Y'all, but she didn't. She gave a speech. And we get to see the girls get together. Giselle and Monique are getting along now, and they're just trying to really work on that relationship. Like I said, Ashley wasn't there. Karen has put on a little bit of weight. Like, she's looking a little fluffy. It's not like fat, but she got like a lot of extra skin. So yeah, that's that. Robin still look like she just woke up and running her kids to school. Let me see, did I get everybody? Yeah, that's it. So that's the first episode. Old Testament, New Revelations, whatever. It was lackluster. Let's get to episode 2. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this first episode. Y'all happy the girl's back? Are y'all excited about this season? Or y'all just here to find out what went on with Candace and Monique at their party when they got to fighting? Let me know. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I holla.